In December 1996, Carl Sagan whispered something to his wife that she swore never to repeat. He was dying from a rare blood disease, but that wasn't what scared him most, and has kept that secret for 3 decades until now. She's revealing the hidden side of America's most beloved scientist, the marijuana addiction, the FBI files, the affairs that destroyed his family, the real reason Harvard rejected him. Carl Sagan taught us wonder about the universe, but his wife knows he lived in fear. What she's finally admitting will destroy his legacy forever. Carl Sagan was born on November 9, 1934, in a poor Brooklyn neighborhood called Benenhurst. His parents were Ukrainian Jewish immigrants trying to survive the Great Depression. His father, Samuel, had once been a tour but now worked wherever he could just to keep the family going. His mother, Rachel, stayed at home carrying deep sadness because Carl had been named after her mother, who died during childbirth. That pain never really left her. They lived in a small apartment and followed the Reform branch of Judaism, which was more open-minded than traditional ways. Everything changed when Carl was 4 years old. It was 1939, and he visited the New York World's Fair. He saw things that didn't seem real. Air conditioners, giant robots, a talking machine, and something called television. He watched a time capsule get buried underground. He didn't fully understand it then, but something about that moment made him feel like the future was just waiting to be touched. Later he said that the fair showed a world without poverty, clean and full of promise, and he absorbed it all like a dream he never forgot. When he was 5, he asked his family a question they couldn't answer. He wanted to know what stars were. His mom handed him a library card and let him go to the local library by himself. When he asked the librarian for a book about stars, she gave him a book about movie stars by mistake. But once they figured out what he really wanted, she gave him a children's book. That changed his life. That book told him the sun was a star and the stars were suns only very far away. That moment gave him chills. He said it felt almost religious, like he suddenly saw the scale of the universe. It left a mark on him that never faded. His family later moved to New Jersey and Carl went to Ray High School. He graduated in 1951, at just 16. He was smart but often felt like he didn't fit in. He wrote a deep, thoughtful piece called Space, Time, and the Poet, or the school paper. He joined the National Honor Society and the Chemistry Club, but even when surrounded by other students he felt like an outsider. His mind was always somewhere in the stars. One time at a fancy dinner he said out loud that Jesus Christ might have been an alien. Adults were shocked, but Carl wasn't trying to be rude. He was just always thinking differently. Teachers saw his talent and pushed him to go further. That fall in 1951, Carl entered the University of Chicago on a full scholarship. He was still only 16. The school had a rare program where science students also studied literature, philosophy, and art. He read Shakespeare and Freud while learning physics. He studied under Nobel Prize winners like Harold Urey and H.J. Muller. He became president of the Astronomy Club and joined deep discussions about the origins of planets. He even witnessed the famous Miller-Urey experiment, which showed how life could begin from basic chemicals. Carl took notes that mixed astronomy, genetics, music, psychology, and science fiction. He was building his own world inside his head piece by piece. But something risky happened in 1958. Carl was now a graduate student and got involved with a secret government project called Project A-19. The U.S. military was planning to blow up a nuclear bomb on the moon just to show the world their power. Carl was only 24, but had top-secret clearance. In 1959, he made a mistake. He included classified paper titles in a scholarship application. No one noticed for decades, But in 1999, the project leader confirmed that Carl had broken the rules. Still, it showed how Carl wasn't afraid to take risks even if it meant going against the system. By 1960, Carl had earned his PhD in astronomy and astrophysics. He focused on Venus. At that time, scientists thought Venus might be a tropical planet full of life. But Carl ran computer models and found something shocking. He said Venus was a burning desert with temperatures near 800 degrees Fahrenheit. Most people didn't believe him. But in 1962, NASA's Mariner 2 proved he was right. He had predicted the truth before anyone else. And now people started to take him seriously. That same year, Carl supported Project OSMA, the first real scientific search for aliens. He helped look for signals from space. Using a huge radio telescope in West Virginia, they listened for months, hoping to find something from other planets. Carl was excited and told the public that aliens probably existed. Many scientists mocked him, saying it wasn't real science. But Carl kept pushing, saying that the math made it clear there had to be life out there. In 1963, Carl joined Harvard. He worked on NASA's missions to Mars and helped prove that Mars had a very thin atmosphere. But not everyone liked him. He got into a serious argument with another top astronomer, Gerard Kuiper, over who deserved credit for certain discoveries. That fight hurt Carl's chances. And in 1968, Harvard shocked everyone by denying him tenure. They said he was too broad, not focused enough. Some said he was stealing credit. Others whispered that he just loved the spotlight too much. Whatever the reason, Harvard pushed him away. But Cornell University saw his potential and hired him in 1969, giving him the freedom to be himself. In 1966, Carl teamed up with a Soviet scientist, Iosofsky, to write a book called Intelligent Life in the Universe. They exchanged letters across the Iron Curtain during the Cold War. The book estimated that there could be 1 million alien civilizations in our